That was exhilarating. My heart is pounding. There's a lot of dramatic stuff. That was a really, really good episode. Not a 20. Greetings and welcome back to Crucible of Fate. This is the high-stakes competitive and open invitational Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game show. I'm your host and killer DM, David Carter. This is episode 8.2, so if you haven't watched 8.1 yet, I suggest you stop and go back and watch 8.1 because it is a great episode and we have a great cast and you don't want to have missed anything. If you want to become a contestant on Crucible of Fate, just go to the website, crucibleoffate.com. There's a link down in the description. It has all the rules for the game, the process for submitting your character to me for revision. We've also got links for you to join our Discord server, which is a fantastic community of D&D players, Crucible of Fate fans, and fantasy hobbyists in general. We're a really tight-knit community despite the fact that this is a competitive game. But if you're looking for a new group of friends to hang out with and more Dungeons & Dragons that you want to be playing, then please join our Discord. Lastly, if you're enjoying Crucible of Fate and you think it's a great show and you find it entertaining, then think about becoming a patron. There's a link in the video description below that will take you right to my Patreon account, or you can just do a one-time donation through YouTube. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking to build the show and try and do this full time, so any support that you guys are willing to offer, I really, truly appreciate it. Thanks very much. Okay, with all of that done, we're going to reintroduce you all to our cast for today. Okay, starting top left, we have Deirdre, who's playing Shay Falconsong. We have Caleb in the center on top, and he's playing Lucius Malrin. We have Dorian on the top right, playing Elicent Halfert. Bottom left, we have Shane, who's playing Courteous Vice. And last but not least, we have Mike in the bottom right, who is playing Tridex. Welcome back to all of you guys. I am super stoked to play today. I think you're gonna have a great time. Hopefully I keep you on the edge of your seats and keep your nerves on edge and I don't know, keep you stressed out for the next 4 or 5 hours. That's what I aim to do. With that said, are you guys all ready to play some Dungeons & Dragons?
Let's play some Dungeons & Dragons.
Let's do it.
All right, sweet. We're going to jump to the trailer, guys, and when we come back, we'll be in character, returning to the Fate's Hand Tavern. We'll see you in a minute.
It's time. Bring them. Offer them riches, offer them glory. I don't care. Just bring me their souls.
As you wish, Master.
Yes.
You think you have what it takes? Every roll can mean life or death. 120 contestants. Who will survive? Who will win? It could be you. This is high stakes D&D.
As you emerge back into the Fate's Hand Tavern after your brutal combat with some sort of oversized demon, you are welcomed back by the smiling face of Thermghoul, who seems quite happy to see you all. Welcome back, everyone. It is nice to see all of you who have survived. So sorry to see that Nub didn't make it, but it had to be one of you. You must all be quite relieved that you have survived, no?
He hit hard. Harder than I
He
was
is
hoping.
a strong boy, very powerful. I was quite impressed that you took 2 hits from him. 2 very big hits. More than that, in fact, Tridex.
Thank you.
The rest of you seem a bit battle-weary, beleaguered, perhaps.
I'm just really tired. That was more than I was ready for.
Your trauma is apparent. It has a nice scent to it. Thank you for that, Ellison.
Lucius has kind of got a 1,000-yard stare right now.
It's okay, Lucius. It will fade in time. Plus, the adrenaline that's going to spike in the next game will bring you back to reality, no problem. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's move on with things, shall we? So before we pick the room for your escape the room, I think we should perhaps review what is left in the gift shop. And he waves his hand, and you see the shelves of the gift shop appear out of the shadow, apparating before you in their form of glass display cases. You see in Tier 1 only one item remains. A cream-colored pearl about 2 inches in diameter. And lastly, in Tier 3, a pair of fine leather boots, beautifully crafted. Embossed into the leather are scenes and symbols depicting Iodan, hurricanes, tornadoes, and other storm imagery. Only 2 items left. They are up for grabs. Perhaps one of you would like to take them. I guess we shall see. So, before we get into your intermission action order here, I need one of you to please roll me a d20. Let's say Shay, if you don't mind. A d20, please. A 13. 13. Why does that number seem so familiar? Ah, yes, it's been used before. 13 was the room we like to call the Wraithstone. So, I guess we will default to room 12. Oh, yes. A good friend of mine designed this room. He's quite a craftsman as well. I'm sure you will get to know him a bit today, and some insight into his personality at any rate. Okay, now that that has been decided, let us roll some initiative. So, no, you're getting ahead of yourself there, Lucius. Easy. Easy. Shay, if you could roll first, please. A 19. Excellent. And Lucius had an 8. See, perhaps if you had waited, Lucius, you would have rolled higher. Ellison, an 8 as well. Which of you two has the higher ability score mod? Lucius?
I'm using initiative +3.
I have perception +3.
Then perhaps we will roll off between the two of you at initiative score 8. Lucius, could you roll again, please? And Ellison?
Well.
Very well. Courteous. A 22. Oh, wow, +9 to initiative.
Yes.
Tridex. A 14. Greetings, Courteous. My, aren't we quick on the draw now, You've learned some things since last we met, it appears.
Just a little. Just a little.
So, tell me, what would you like to do with your first of your 2 intermission actions?
Well, I would like to try to use both of them at the same time by parlaying with both Shay and Tridex.
Shay and Tridex. I will do one at a time if that's okay with you. Who would you like me to start with?
Tridex.
Okay. Greetings, Tridex. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Courteous. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Just wait one moment, please. Greetings, Shay. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Courteous. Also in attendance is Tridex. Do you accept or refuse?
I'll accept.
You have 3 minutes, and it begins now.
Well, first off, just want to say it's good to see you guys and good to be fighting with you, even if we haven't just been a team already. But I definitely think that I see that you two have already kind of teamed up, and I would love to be able to join that team. And it would be an honor to do that. And I do believe that we are fairly strong and would be able to advance. I believe the other two would just be able to manipulate things. And I don't know if I trust Ellison too well. Coming from Stasis, he mentioned his father, and as if he was somewhere else other than in the Fate's Hand Tavern. And he I don't know if you guys saw it as well, but he kind of became a grown man or something.
Ellison does definitely seem interesting. I did notice he cried out for his dad, but we've been watching the games this whole time. There is definitely something there.
Yes. And so I would definitely love to partner with you, both of you, and I know I haven't just really done a whole lot. Just didn't want to get too close to that beast of a monster.
That was probably smart, I have to admit.
Yes.
The best defense is to not be there.
Absolutely. And I would also love to show some kind of offering by giving Tridex, you got hit really well, so I'd like to give you 2 potions of healing.
You would like to give me 2 potions of healing?
Yes. And then Shay, as good favor, yes, I'll hand them over. Shay, I would love to give you a potion of water breathing if that's to show you of any good favor. And to try to work together.
This is very surprising. Well, thank you for that. What is your plan as we go into round 2 and round 3? Who do you feel is the biggest threat?
I definitely think Lucius has definitely put his cards on the table, and I don't think he's the biggest threat. I think Ellison is. I think he's very deceptive and has things that he's hiding, which most of us do, I believe, but
like a water element.
Everyone else isn't necessarily just hiding them like he is. So I would definitely suggest going after Ellison.
I believe that's smart.
Yes.
I think the main goal is to...
but your time is up. I hope you had enough opportunity to finalize your plans, for this intermission action has come to a close. I will put you all back into the waiting room, and I wish you all luck. Greetings, Shay. It is your turn for your intermission actions. It seems you came out of that last encounter quite unscathed. Seems fate was with you.
As I said, sometimes the best defense is to not be there.
Indeed. I hope your luck continues. What would you like to do for your first intermission action?
I'd like to briefly just say a prayer to Aiden for Nub. I'm hoping she sees his courage that came through in the end.
You may pray. She may hear you. Maybe not. We're pretty deep down here, you know.
With that, I would like to go to the gift shop, please.
Gift shop. Very well. You follow Theramgul as he takes a couple of steps to give enough time for the shadows to reform into the gift shop. Both the items that I previously described to you remain, Shay. What are you interested in?
In Nub's name, I would like to purchase the boots with iodine on them.
And would you like these permanently or just for today?
I'll take them permanently.
Permanent. Then so are your consequences. If you could please roll a d20. A 15. -2 dex. Eight. Theramgul kind of cocks his head a little bit towards you, and you hear his voice in your head as all other sound disappears as you are now deafened. Poisoned. Attack rolls and ability checks are all made at disadvantage.
I would like to use a Fate Sphere.
Very well. If you would kindly re-roll, please. 13. Slowed.
And what does that do for me again?
Your movement rate is cut in half. You must choose between an action and a bonus action. You cannot take any reactions. And I believe you must roll. Every time you cast, and depending on your roll, it may not complete until the following turn.
You commended me on keeping all my Fate Spheres. Seems like I'm going to be using another one.
Okay, I've marked 2 off. Go ahead and re-roll, please. -16, -2 con.
I'll go with it.
Very well. Then with the consequences out of the way, it is time for your gift. You have purchased yourself Boots of Speed. You can click your heels together, or any other narrative description that you feel is appropriate as an action. It doubles your walking speed, and opportunity attacks against you are always at disadvantage while they're active.
And how are they active? Just by wearing them?
By clicking your heels together and using an action to kind of turn them on.
Okay.
Yeah. But feel free to not be, I don't know, maybe toe tap or do some sort of line dancing step. I don't know. But whatever you'd like.
Yep.
For your second intermission action.
I would like to call in Tridex into Epilogue, please.
Very well. One moment, please. Tridex, you have been summoned to a parley circle by Shay. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Very well. You both have 3 minutes starting now.
Tridex, before you start, I cannot hear. So I'm going to keep this quite brief. I believe my actions spoke for themselves in the previous challenge. I would like to work with you going forward. And in this regard, I would like to offer a fate sphere to so bond with you.
Thermicul, will you communicate for us?
I would be happy to. For a moment there, I thought you were going to get me to do some sort of ceremony to soulbind you.
No. I was going to say, you asked me before who I was looking for in the eyes of truth.
Sorry, just one sec.
Okay.
I'm going to pause the time here just to make up for my little comment. And this, you can just assume I'm telepathically passing on everything that you guys say to each other from now on, and I'm restarting the time.
Okay. You asked me before who I was looking for in the eyes of truth, and it was actually my sister. And she reminds me of you, and I would gladly fate bond with you. Let's do this. So we fate bond, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Soulbind.
Now,
Soulbind.
Soulbind, thank you. Now that we are bound, who do you feel we should bring into our fold?
I have a soft spot for children. I believe that's quite apparent. But as Courteous said before, Elias worries me.
I think Elias will either be our greatest ally or our greatest threat.
I telepathically pass on that it's Ellison.
Ellison will be our greatest ally or our greatest threat.
You guys are doing great, though.
I haven't quite decided which yet, but I might reach out to him to find out his thoughts on the matter.
I believe going into this room, our main goal is to just survive and see from there who we should go with.
Agreed. Very well then. I will keep in mind that you cannot hear. As we try to plan out our strategies. It should be fun.
Oh, it's jolly good.
So, Tridex, now that we are alone, what would you like to do for your first intermission action?
I would like a short rest. Tridex is hurting.
I'm not surprised. I have to admit, I winced a little bit at a couple of those hits. You got smashed pretty hard.
I was holding on by a thread, by a hair right at the very end, for sure. So I will roll here.
5 on the first one. You have 3 left. That was better.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
And with that, you also gain back any other things that are a short rest for you. What would you like to do for your second intermission action, Tridex?
I think I would like to reach out to Ellison.
One moment, please. Greetings, Ellison. There's something different about you today. Your eyes, they seem magical. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You have been summoned here for a parley by Tridex. Do you accept or refuse?
Sure. Yeah.
Very well, then the two of you have 3 minutes starting now.
Hello, Ellison. How are you?
As well as can be expected.
I have to admit, having a child in the Crucible seems very odd to me. And I get the sense that some others are getting suspicious as well. But what I have to say is your prowess on the battlefield, although it didn't seem like you did much damage, I do believe your choices were very wise. And you did help me at the end with webbing Nub. So I thank you for that.
Of course, if it is good for all of us, well, it's good for me.
For sure. Going into this round, we will be trying to escape the room with all of our lives intact. And with that, I would like your assistance. I will aid you, you will aid me, and we will see where we go from there. Does that sound good?
Yeah, of course. Whatever you need. I'm happy to help.
Okay.
Just don't leave me by myself.
It's not my intention to leave anyone. However, these rooms are very dangerous, and we will see what will happen. But like I said, you pat my back and I will pat yours.
Of course.
Okay, excellent. Very well. Well, let's see what happens then. Cheers, Ellison.
Oh, Tridex.
Yes.
Before you go, do you know what these are for? And Ellison's gonna pull out the keys.
I do.
Okay.
I do not, unfortunately. My guess is that they were for that room that we were in. However, maybe they are skeleton keys. You can only try it to find out.
I guess that's true.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you trust and who do you not trust? Really quick.
I'm not sure yet.
That is fair and probably wise. Very well. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you need a new rapier? I saw you left yours.
I did leave mine behind, sadly. I do have a lot of weapons, though. I think I will be fine. Please don't part with yours unless you have a second one.
Okay. All right. Well, then I've got your back in the next game.
Excellent. That is good to hear. Thank you very much, Ellison, for coming to the Parley Circle.
And with that, your
Thank you,
turn has expired. Greetings, Ellison. It is your turn.
Hi Theramgul. I'd like to speak with the archivist, please.
The archivist, sure. Just one moment. Theramgul and the Parley Circle, or this kind of room that you were in as you spoke to Theramgul, it fades into the distance as the massive doors of the archive area open before you into a massive archway and an expansive room with piles of bones on the left and an impressive, almost unending number of stacks of books on the right. The archivist glides toward you, his gray skin, sunken eyes, white pupils, and tentacles apparent. Hello, young one. Tell me, Ellison Alfred, how can the archivist be of service to one so young as you?
Well, hello. I was hoping I might ask you a few questions.
You may ask me one.
These keys, we've seen them in a few episodes now. Do they have a use outside of the room they're found? Or do they seem to be bound to those rooms?
The ones you have in your hands are for use to access the treasure hoard of the demon that you fought.
I see. And I suppose you wouldn't be able to tell me where that is. That'd be silly.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Yeah, let's hear it. Why not? How's a 9?
9. Okay. I can give you a very straightforward answer, Ellison. That giant tear the entrance to another dimension that appeared on the floor as the ritual was completed. His treasure hoard lies within. You may have to dip your toes into hell if you wish to retrieve his treasure.
I understand. I guess I'll hold this close for now.
I would indeed. I'm sure this creature has amassed great wealth throughout the many centuries or eons of its existence. Will that be all, young one?
Well, if that's the only question I get, I guess that's I'll have to be happy with the answer. Oh, there is one more thing. We all refer to you as the Archivist, but may I have your name?
Give me a persuasion check.
18.
My. Aren't you a curious one? My name is difficult to pronounce in the common tongue. A close approximation would be Abrongaol.
Abrongaol.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm sure I'll see you soon.
Likewise. I wish you luck, Ellison. With that, the archives fade away as Theramgul appears before you once again. I hope you got the information you wanted, Ellison. It is...
I think I'll use it to the best that I can.
And for your second intermission action?
I'd like to parley with Shay.
Parley with Shay. Greetings, Shay. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Ellison Halford. Do you accept or refuse?
I'll accept.
Very well, you have 3 minutes starting now.
Hi, Miss Shay. We did it. And Ellison's gonna pull the keys that he's carrying. He's like, we got the keys. I wanted to give one to you just in case something happens. So, you know, it's supposed to unlock some treasure, and you remind me of someone. So I want to make sure that you can use it if I can't. And he's going to hand you one of the keys, or put them out.
Shay shows no form of being able to hear you, but she smiles at you when you show and stick out the keys. I see you've done well. You accomplished your goal. I'm proud of you.
Question for the DM.
Yep, and I've stopped the time.
Would I be able to cast message to communicate?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure message is telepathic.
It's just a spell, so I'm not using the cast spell feature. That's why I'm asking.
What does it say in the spell, just to be sure? I'm pretty sure it's telepathic, but...
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. You point your finger toward the creature, the target, and only target can hear the message and reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Passes through solid objects, beyond barrier, magical silence, 1 foot of... Yeah.
So because it's magical, I would say that you would be able to hear it. I'm going to treat it as telepathic, and I'll restart the clock.
Miss Shay, I'm going to point the key out. I did it. I got the keys. Sorry, I didn't realize that you couldn't hear me. And this is all while like pointing with one finger under the key so that I am casting message and communicating.
You did well. I'm proud of you. You saw those. You were the only one.
Well, I'm worried that people are going to think ill of me now. I'm not very strong.
I think you're stronger than you think you are, Allison.
Well, this one's for you. I wouldn't have tried if it wasn't for you. So.
I'll take one of the keys.
And
hopefully we get to revisit that room. Well, actually, maybe not, but hopefully we find a use for these keys.
I hope so. For now, I'll be watching for you in the next game. So don't die, okay? I already lost one. Sorry. I'll be watching your back in the next game.
And Zayu, Ellison, good luck. Let's get out of this room.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Greetings, Lucius. It is your intermission action turn. What would you like to do for your first intermission action?
Parlay with Tridex.
Parlay with Tridex. One moment, please. Greetings, Tridex. You have been summoned to a parlay circle by Lucius. Do you accept or refuse?
I accept.
Very well. Gentlemen, you have 3 minutes on the clock and it begins now.
Tridex, I'll be brief. I think if we continue, me, you, and Shay, we can make it very far in this tournament. And this is a gamble, but I would like to soulbind.
That is an interesting proposition. I must admit that I am hesitant to soulbind. The consequences are quite severe. But I think I would like to see a show of good faith in the next game. And based on the performance there, I may reconsider. I cannot, though, speak for Shay in this matter, whether she would want to soulbind with you or even both of us. I am not sure.
I see. If we can get an accordance between the three of us, would you be more willing if I can convince Shay?
Possibly, though a three-way soulbind has even more dire consequences if things go badly. However, I am open to the idea, and I am curious what your plans for the next 2 rooms are.
For the next room, I plan to be vigilant, but the real question comes down to when no one is accountable. So I would like to continue our agreement to be allies, at least until the last room. In that case, I would like to try soulbinding.
Who do you think is the greatest threat?
Courteous. But Ellison has tricks.
You believe so? Have you seen them?
I have not seen them, but I have seen them during that battle.
He was quite clever. That elemental was a surprise. And using them to get the keys, though, that was very selfless of him. Well, to an extent.
I apologize, gentlemen. I got wrapped up in your conversation. I actually gave you 8 seconds of extra time. So concludes the parlay. Lucius. That was your first intermission action. What would you like to do with your second?
Parlay with Shay.
Parlay with Shay. Greetings, Shay. You have been summoned to a parlay circle by Lucius. Do you accept or refuse?
I'll accept.
Very well. You have 3 minutes starting now.
Shay, I'll make this very quick. I have parlayed with Tridex already. We have come to an agreement to be allies. But I would like to bring you into the fold. I do not know if Tridex has already spoken to you prior.
Shay's going to show that she can't hear anything, and she's going to flat out say it. I'm sorry, Lucius. You're going to have to speak very clear, and I will do my best to understand you.
Can he pull out a piece of paper or anything to write on?
Do you have a piece of paper to write on?
I think he has a letter that is in his inventory. No, he does not.
You wouldn't call me into a parlay, I presume, to offer a disconnect. It looks like you're going to be trying to connect with me. So if that is what you are, bless you.
Thank you.
If that is what you are looking to do, I am open for an alliance. At least let us get through this next room and see what we can do.
He nods his head and seems to be in agreement.
If there's anyone that you're worried about, an easiest way to do that, I would say Tridex 1, Courteous 2, Ellison 3, me 4.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep a lookout for him then. I will have your back as best as I can. I did use quite a bit of spells.
And he's gonna reach out his hand for a handshake.
And Shay won't take it. She'll do a salute to herself to you.
All right. Since one person who's deaf. All right. The fate spheres, are they physical manifestations or are they more intangible objects?
They are more intangible. They can't be traded or sold or anything like that.
Could it be like shown?
That's a good question. Yeah. I'd say they could be shown. Yeah.
Lucius is going to take one of his fate spheres to show, or however it manifests for him. Just kind of showing and then putting it away.
Let's see if we make it through this room.
Very well.
And so concludes your time, both of you, and also concludes our intermission actions. I would like to welcome all of you back from your intermission actions. Quite a variety of things were done. I'm sure that they will have a severe impact on the game. Speaking of the game, it's time to start it, Before we make our way to the gated gallery, I would like to get our initiative out of the way. So, Lucius, could you please roll your initiative? A 6. Shay. 12. Curtius. A 28.
Right.
That's pretty good. Tridex. 17. And finally, Ellison. A 6. And once again, you and Lucius have tied. This time I'm going to go by your original roll. Ellison rolled a 3. Oh, but you have the same modifier, so of course you had the same roll. How silly of me. Very well. Lucius, if you could roll again, please.
Man, I'm getting all those bad rolls out now.
5. And Ellison. A 12 this time, which will make you 6. Thermghoul waves his hand as he turns his back and begins gliding towards the gated gallery. As you are now very accustomed to seeing and now experiencing yourselves, as the massive doors open into this cavernous room beyond, all of the black stone monoliths are there. As he moves in front of the escape the room column, you can see your gate approaching as he turns back to you. Does anyone have a passive perception of 20 or higher? No? Very well. He stands with his hand extended towards the gate. Don't be shy. It's unavoidable. You must be bold in the face of danger.
Tridex looks around at everybody and says, "Let's work together in this room. Together we'll do better. If we can find some treasure, it'll only benefit us." And he strides up and through.
Ellison's gonna look around and briefly reflexively hold out his hand, grab someone's hand and be like, "Oh wait, no, yeah, let's go," and then follow Tridex.
Let's take a page out of Nub's book and show courage here, and Shay will follow.
Curtius will follow suit with everyone.
Lucius will take up the rear, still kind of hazy from the battle previous.
I would snap out of it if I were you, Lucius. You're going to need your senses very quickly. I'm so excited for this room. You have no idea.
Oh, no.
As you all step in through the portal, you feel the hands, the shadowed hands pulling you forward, one after the other, dragging you deeper into the abyss towards an unknown destination. As light appears in the distance and the hands stop pulling you forward but begin to push you towards the other side of this dark tunnel, as your senses adjust, you see that this is a 55-foot square room with a stone floor and stone walls. The ceiling is 10 feet high, and the entire room is well lit by magical torches. This room is lined with shelves of all manner of sizes and heights. The walls are almost completely obscured by the shelves that each contain a number of dolls. These dolls all appear to be quite lifelike, have pale skin, realistic-looking hair, clothes and costumes of all make, material, and design, ranging from rough street clothes to finely tailored suits, animal costumes, a variety of professions, Yet some of these dolls are grotesquely modified to look half animal or monster. Some clearly have limbs or parts made of metal, wood, gems, or other materials. Some have been made in the image of ghastly undead beings with rotting skin, exposed muscle, or broken bones. Some of these dolls' eyes are open, staring blankly at nothing, devoid of any sign of life. You notice that somewhere on each doll is sewn, carved, scarred, or tattooed the letters A, B, C. Some things of note in this room. In the center of the room is a table, right here, roughly 4 feet in diameter. Atop it sits a glass sphere that is about a foot in diameter. Inside this glass sphere, you can see a firestorm rages. Flames whip around like a tornado, swirling like a tempest, looking as though it could explode out of the glass at any moment. 4 high-top chairs, these gray squares around the center. These are 4 high-top chairs with handles on both sides of the seat. These sit on the floor around the table. Lastly, you'll notice 4, and these are represented by the black gems, 4 black holes in the center of each of the walls, about 4 feet off the ground, and these holes are about 6 inches in diameter. Suddenly, a voice is heard throughout the room and in your minds.
Welcome, friends. My name is Darian. I'm so excited to play this game with you. Be careful, though. I don't want you to get hurt. Or I'll turn you into my next work. My next beautiful creation. Now, let the game begin.
God, I fucking hate dolls.
I love this room. Everything about this I love.
So fun.
And this is where we kick off the game.
I choose my phobia room. What the hell, man?
All right, Courteous, it is your turn. You are basically in the center of the room. What would you like to do?
I want to go to the left side of the room and investigate that black hole.
Over to here? Okay, so you're using...
Bring it to you. Yeah.
Okay, so you move 5, 10, 15, and 20. So you're in the square.
All right. I'll reach in the black hole.
Reaching into the black hole, you feel a lever.
I'll pull it.
You pull the lever. You hear a sound. Chunk.
So I use 20 of my movement speed to do that.
Correct.
I will use the rest of my 20 feet to move to the black hole on the right. And as I'm doing this, I'm explaining that there's some kind of lever inside of there in the holes.
Okay, so you make it there. You have 40 feet of movement total?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where you intended to go towards that side over there, correct?
Yes.
Very well.
And I'm not able to reach inside of it.
No, you're still 5 feet away.
Okay. Alright, that will be my turn then.
Tridex, it is your turn.
When I heard the sound, did it come from the wall where the black hole was?
Give me a perception check, please.
I don't want to waste my action on it.
Okay,
No.
what's your passive?
12.
Did you say 12?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell exactly where the sound originated from. Somewhere over where Curtius was.
Okay. Tridex is going to go to the gem at the top there, away from Curtius, or the black hole. And yeah. And while I'm going, I say to everyone, let's share what we find. Everybody talk. And I reach in.
Okay.
And if there's a lever, I pull
There
it.
is a lever, and you pull it. So you've used 25 feet of movement and your free object interaction to pull the lever.
Perfect. Can I do another passive perception?
I mean, it's active. What are you?
Yeah, I'm looking for irregular dolls, like ones that just stand out on the shelf in front of me.
Honestly, they all kind of stand out in one way or another. Some of them are made to look as much like human or elven children. Some of them kind of look like halflings with no like irregularities other than pale skin. The hair might be a little bit off. Some of them, though, the skin is rotting. Some of them, the skin is like half removed and it's metal underneath or wood. They all kind of stand out in the fact that they're all quite different.
Well, then I take my last 5 feet of movement and move towards the chair in the middle.
There you go. Anything else for your turn, Tridex?
Nope.
Shay, it is your turn. 2 minutes on the clock.
Seeing what apparently seems like no harm has been done to Tridex and Curtius after shoving their hands in some mysterious holes, I will go to the one closest to me, the one that Tridex didn't go to.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would get you in front of the hole.
I will also put my hand in and feel around.
You feel a lever.
She will pull it.
Shay pulls the lever. That is your free object interaction. I believe you also have 5 feet of movement left.
I will also take a step towards my nearest chair, the one that's right in front of me, or behind me.
You begin to move towards the chair as well. Anything else on your turn, Shay?
That's it.
Ellison, it is your turn.
Could we tell where the voice was coming from, or was it just telepathic?
Where the what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
The voice, Darian?
Oh, the voice?
Where he was.
It was just throughout the room and in your mind as well. It just kind of permeated the whole area.
So I'm going to point at the firestorm crystal ball, and both speak normally and cast message if possible. It's gonna be the same verbiage.
Sure. Yep.
Hey Darian, I really like your playroom. Which doll's your favorite? Maybe we can play a game together. And that's gonna be my action. My movement, I am going to approach the table.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Is there like writing on the table itself, or is it just the crystal ball?
Give me a perception check, please. You don't, with your passive, you don't see any writing on the table.
Okay, I already used an action this turn. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay, that's true. Yeah, so your action was message, right? And then you were speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, with your passive, you don't see any writing. You do see that now that you're closer to the table, 2 lines, one on either side of where this orb sits, like this glass sphere. There's 2 lines that kind of go the length of the entire table. And by lines, I don't mean like drawn lines. I mean like grooves, almost like slits in the table that run the entire line.
Kind of like leaves of a normal table?
Pardon me?
Like leaves on a table?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my turn.
Okay, and last but not least, Lucius.
He's gonna go to the table as well.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Looking at the crystals or the glass sphere, the firestorm, does it look like the firestorm is like trying to break out? Is it something that it seems like it's a contained thing that if someone disturbs will unleash it?
It looks tempestuous, volatile, and mercurial within. You would swear that the glass could explode at any second due to the severity of the firestorm within.
All right. He's actually gonna look at the chair on his right. Anything that he can notice on there? Carvings, engravings.
So with your passive, I'd say you were focusing on the firestorm. Are you using your action to now search the chair?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. 2. Looking at the stool, you notice that it's metal. It looks very sturdy. And in fact, looking down at the legs, they appear to be attached to the floor, almost like welded to the floor.
But is it comfy?
I don't know with a 2. Use his action to look. Would sitting down in the chair be considered an action, or would it be?
It'll be part of your movement.
All right, I'll sit in the chair.
Okay. The chair on your right or the chair on your left?
Chair on my right.
On your right. You sit down in the chair. It is kind of comfortable. It's a bit high, and the back on it only kind of goes up to the small of your back.
All right, that's my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. At the end of the round, you hear a strange sound. Like metal scraping on metal. And out of the ceiling, 4 glass tubes descend over the chairs. And you see that Lucius is enveloped in one of these glass cylinders, completely covered, as it goes down into the floor and is recessed about an inch. And you all kind of look and see Lucius inside with his eyes wide. And at that moment, the glass sphere in the center explodes in flame, filling the entire room other than the glass sphere. All of you, except Lucius, take 31 fire damage. And with that, the flames retract in. The glass moves up to the ceiling. Lucius completely unharmed. However, you hear a clicking as all of the levers are reset, save for the one behind Lucius, which was not pulled, as his chair is pulled into the floor and disappears, shoving him off of it, as there are now only 3 chairs remaining. And with this, you hear another chunk as this pentagonal contraption in the center shifts as the 2 tracks on the table allow it to rotate. You now see another glass sphere in the center, this one filled with a snowstorm that looks frigid with ice pelting off the inside. That is the end of round 1. We are at the top of round 2. It is Curtius's turn.
Okay. You said that the black hole is still in front of me.
Yep.
I'll reach in and I'll pull it.
You reach in to pull this lever. However, it has retracted into the wall. There's nothing there.
Okay, so I don't want to do this. I will run and I'll move to the table, taking a seat in the chair to the left.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As you take a seat, holding on to the handles of the stool. Anything else for your turn, Curtius?
I will bonus action take a potion of healing.
Go ahead and roll your 2d4 plus 2. You regain 7 hit points.
Now it is my turn.
Tridex, you are next.
I am 5 feet from the black hole.
You are.
I'm going to reach in and pull it. And then I'm only 10 feet away from the chair, right?
Yep. So you move to here, reach in with your free object interaction.
Mm-hmm.
As you pull the lever. Question for you. Are you still as well?
No, I can hear.
So you hear a chunk as you pull the lever.
Okay, I go back to the chair that Curtius is in, and I say, I believe you're in my chair. And I rage, and I try and grab him and physically pull him out of it.
All right. As you rage, I need you to give me an athletics check at advantage. Curtius, you can give me an athletics check or acrobatics check to counteract the grapple. So Tridex, that was a 16, and just going to check here. Curtius, that is an 11. Are you grappling him and pulling him, or are you shoving him?
I'm literally lifting him and pulling him to the side with no chair. If I can.
Okay, are you, so the difference is one uses your movement to pull him, the other one shoves him off.
I just want to shove him using my action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're shoving him this way?
Yeah.
10 feet and prone, I believe. I'm just gonna double check that real quick, guys, just to be sure.
Oh, I hate this room.
Damn.
Sorry, Courteous. I didn't see any
All
other
part
way.
of the game, man.
I didn't see any other way. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but
Yeah, that's part of the game, man.
I think I have something figured
Alright,
out.
using an attack action, you make a special melee attack. It's a strength athletics check contested by athletics or acrobatics. If you win, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So, push him off to the side.
And then I will sit down in the chair.
And then you sit down in the chair. Shay, it is your turn.
Seeing us trying to go for the levers again, she will turn around and pull the lever in her wall.
The lever is pulled, though you hear nothing, but you've used 5 feet of movement.
Now I will use my remaining movement to sit in the chair parallel to me.
10, 15, 20 as you sit in the chair.
Oh. And as a bonus action, I will do a potion of healing.
Bonus action potion of healing. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2. So you regain 8 hit points.
Plus 2, so 10.
Yep, plus 2, 10.
Shay is going to make eye contact with Lucius and look down at Courteous and nod. And that's going to end her turn.
All right. With that, it is Ellison's turn.
Does the table, you said it's, does the area underneath the table look scorched?
So, I guess a better description is pedestal. It's a solid cylinder.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration. Targeting myself, Shay, and Tridax. We are each going to gain 5 temporary hit points and may use our reaction to move up to our movement speed. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's going to do that. I'm going to move to the last black hole.
Okay, you use your reaction. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Item reaction to pull the lever.
You pull the lever, and you hear...
Use the rest of my movement to get into the chair.
You use your movement. 5, 10, 15.
And I'm going to look at Lucius and say the word stay and cast command.
Oh, command is cast. All right. We need what, a charisma or wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom save 14.
Wisdom save 14, Lucius.
Oh,
18.
Fate Spear.
Fate Spear used by Ellison.
For disadvantage.
For disadvantage. Okay, please re-roll. 11 is a fail. Marking off this Fate Sphere, your 4th. Lucius, you suddenly feel compelled to stay exactly where you are. And if you could just read out the spell, but I believe you use your next turn to do what you are told.
You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom save or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect on the target is undead, blah, blah, blah. Some typical commands is there are blah, blah, blah. Halt is the one that's closest, which says target doesn't move and take no action. The flying creature stays aloft, provided that's the closest that they have is halt.
Very well.
I was also using a first level spell slot, just single target.
Okay. And that is the end of Ellison's turn.
Yeah.
Lucius, it is your turn. You can take no actions and must stay where you're at. According to my interpretation of that, which seems pretty straightforward, you cannot move or take actions. I didn't see anything about bonus actions.
I got no let me look at nothing. Bonus. So that's my turn.
At the bottom of the round, you all hear a thumps as these glass cylinders descend from the ceiling, covering Tridex, Shay, and Ellison as they cement into the floor securely about an inch, sealing them off. There's an explosion from the center as this sphere detonates, sending glass and ice shards in all directions, filling the entire room. As Curtius and Lucius each take 28 cold damage.
Curtius is down.
Curtius is down and dying.
Lucius is still standing. Oh!
At the top of the round, the table rotates another time as you now see that the glass sphere is filled with a green fog or mist that is slowly moving around inside the glass sphere. The levers on these 3 chairs reset, and no chairs disappear into the floor. Curtius, it is your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw, please. That is a success, so please mark 1 success.
All right.
Tridex, it is your turn.
I'm going to run back, pull the lever again, using my, how much extra feet, listen?
You only get to use the reaction once.
Oh, it was reaction.
Yeah, so you have to use your action that same round.
Got it. And that was, how much feet of movement did I just use?
15 feet of movement. And your free object interaction to pull the lever?
I'm gonna go back to the chair, and I'd like to try and loot Curtius's body and sit down, but sitting down is the priority.
Okay, so you use your action to quickly rummage through Curtius's body. Okay, give me a perception check, please, at disadvantage because you are in a rush. A 10. Roll me a 1d4, please, Tridex. A 4. Okay. So I'm going to say you had enough time to grab 2 things that were on Curtius's body. Now, did you go for his body or his backpack?
His body.
Okay. You would see a short sword, a potion, a net, some darts, a blowgun needles, and a more ornate short sword. You can take 2 items.
I'm gonna grab the potion and the regular short sword.
Dave, was that the potion that you're looking at? What What potion was that? Because I don't. That may not have. I think that was. Used already.
He gave it away or used it.
No. I guess I should have also said. Hold on. There's 2 pouches as well, so you could have picked body, pouch 1, pouch 2, or backpack.
Can I grab both pouches?
Give me a strength check.
I am no longer raging, so I will just do regular strength. 16.
16? Okay. Yeah, you rip both of the pouches off of his belt. So, Courteous, your pouches are gone, but all your other gear is still there.
Okay, and I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to take a... Oh, do I have bonus action left, I think? Yes, I'll do a potion of healing, just to be sure. Sure.
Okay. That's your potion.
And I sit down.
Okay, and you sit down. That's the rest of your movement. That is the end of Tridex's turn. It is now Shay's turn.
Looking around at all these extremely creepy dolls, are they getting damaged at all?
So when the glass comes down from the ceiling, you notice that all of the shelves also have this glass barrier that comes down in front of them, shielding them from the effects of the exploding spheres.
Okay. Okay. Shay is gonna use Ellison's Mantle of Inspiration to also go back. Oh no, just that.
It had to be used as a reaction on my turn. That the movement is you use your reaction to do this.
And the hole's 15 feet away from me, or so, Dave?
Correct.
Okay. So without the Mantle of Inspiration, then I will go and also pull the lever. Behind me.
10, 15 as you pull the lever.
And please get my ass back into that seat.
You, with haste, get your ass back on the seat.
And sorry, and I would like to drink another potion of healing, please.
Bonus action potion of healing. Go ahead.
6
points. Allison, is your turn.
As a reminder, both Tridex and Shay, you do have 5 temporary hit points, though. I'm going to use my movement to get to the lever, pull the lever, Gronk, run back to the chair.
I was waiting who's going to make that choice.
It's not the wrong lever. But before I sit, I'd like to stand up on the chair.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you stand up on the...
Yeah, I'd like to stand up on the chair and look at Lucius. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't think about it sooner. Come, stand up on here with me. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to consume a potion because I'm a hurt little boy. For 8. All right. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, Lucius, it is your turn.
He's going to rush up to Ellison.
Okay.
With the glass vial, the glass tubes, did it look like there would be any way possible to fit 2 people within? Or was it like exact measurements of the chair?
Do you want to go by your passive or do you want to give up?
I'll go by my passive.
That looked pretty tight. Probably not enough room for 2 people in there.
With that, he's gonna give Ellison a sad look, draw his rapier, and thrust out to attack at him.
Give me your attack roll, please.
I'm burning a Fate Sphere to give advantage.
All right, Fate Sphere burned. Go ahead and re-roll your attack. 17 to hit, Ellison.
It's gonna hit.
Alright.
A sudden output of air as metal pierces through your childlike body and punctures through your abdomen and out the other side. Please roll your damage, Lucius.
I'm going to use a mobile flourish with this as well.
Okay, can you explain what mobile flourish does for everyone, please?
Whenever you take the attack action on your turn, walking speed increases by 10 until the end of the turn. If it hits, you expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration, deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die. You can also push the target up to 5 feet plus the number rolled. You can then use your reaction to move up to your walking speed to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the target. So damage is that plus a D6.
12 damage to Ellison.
And then he is pushed 8 feet from the chair.
8 feet? 5 feet.
It's 5 feet plus the number rolled.
Okay.
On the bardic inspiration, so 5 feet. But...
Yeah. All right. Rounding down for squares. He's pushed 5 feet as you lance him through with your rapier. He goes toppling off, sliding off of your blade, leaving a streak of blood on it.
And he's gonna jump up on the seat.
As you jump up on the seat. And that is your 4th bardic inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. And that ends your turn, Lucius?
Yes.
With that, we are at the bottom of the round. All of the glass descends from the ceiling, protecting the dolls upon all the shelves, and protecting those fortunate enough to be seated upon a stool. The glass shatters. You can hear it bouncing off of the glass tubes and the glass walls behind as this green, noxious gas fills the room, and both Courteous and Ellison feel their skin begin to burn. 8 poison damage. A 5 and 3 runs for 8 poison damage. However, Courteous, that is 1 automatic death fail for you. Death save fail for you.
I have 9 HP.
You had 9 HP?
Yes.
Okay. So you are still up, you're saying. Okay. With that glass shattered, this one appears to be blank, other than a ghostly specter swirling around the inside. The 3 levers reset. And no chairs disappear into the ground. We're at the top of round 4. Courteous, I need you to make a death saving throw, please. A 7. A 7 is a failure. You are now at 2 death save fails. That concludes your turn. Tridex, it is your turn.
am going to do the exact same thing I did last turn. So run back, pull the lever, except this time I'm rifling through his backpack.
Okay, go ahead and give me
a perception again?
check, please.
At disadvantage, or now because of I know what I'm doing?
Yeah, it's the time. It's the time.
Okay. I can respect that.
A 9.
A 9.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a 1d4, please.
4 again.
Okay, you can grab 2 things from his backpack as you root around quickly. There is a wand, a net, hempen rope, a tinderbox, and 0 torches.
I'm going to grab the wand and net.
Wand and the net? Okay,
Yeah.
you rip the wand and the net out of the backpack.
And then sit myself back on that chair.
You sit back on the chair. That is the end of Trinex's turn. It is now Shay's turn.
Shay will also do the same thing. Go and pull a lever.
Yep.
And she's gonna sit back down.
And sit back down. Does that conclude Shay's turn?
Yes, no bonus action.
Ellison, it is your turn.
I am going to hate myself a little more every day. I am going to use my action to hold a hand out toward our friend, the other bard. I'm really sorry. I was trying to save us both, and I am going to cast Thunderwave.
Right, Thunderwave being cast at what level?
First level.
First level. Lucius, Constitution saving throw, please. 3 is not enough to meet the save. Please roll your damage, Ellison.
13 thunder, and he is pushed 15 feet.
13.
He is also down.
Boom. 1, 2, 3. As he is blasted back by a wave of energy and knocked unconscious and is dying.
Okay. Movement to the wall, to the window, to the wall, back to the chair.
3.
Bonus action potion.
1, 2, 3. Bonus action potion.
For another 8. Jesus Christ.
8 hit points restored.
Yep, I just really like being at 9, I guess. And that's wait, I did pull the lever, right? I did say I did that?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it's okay.
As this round ends,
Dave. Lucius didn't roll his death save.
you're right. Lucius, could you please roll your death saving throw?
Hey, give me a 20.
Oh.
Not a 20. Not a 20.
Well, Lucius is gone.
You do have fate spheres.
Hey, no comments from the peanut gallery.
Sorry. It's the guilt.
Must be Catholic.
Yep, sure was.
Can I use a fate sphere?
You certainly can. And
I am deaf. For this, yes.
okay, then I will stop looking up what I was looking up and go ahead.
I'm going to use a fate sphere to cancel that.
All right. Shay uses one, as does Lucius. As I pause for dramatic effect.
Holy.
Okay, nothing heard. I'll go back to my searching here. Rolling a 1 on a death saving throw causes you to have 2 death throw fails. So please ensure you have 2 marked off. At the end of the round,
Holy.
the glass shatters as this spectral form, skeletal head, launches around the room, emitting a terrifying scream. And without the glass coming down around the shelves and only coming down around all of you, all of the dolls wake up. All of them, including this one that was trapped, all let out a horrific scream as both Lucius and Courteous take the damage. Both take their third and final death fail and are both dead. At this point, the portals open up beside the remaining 3 of you. You hear chunk as the 3 levers reset, and in the center, another final glass sphere, this one filled with writhing black shadow, is roiling like a dark cloud inside of the sphere. We're now at the top of the round. Tridex, it is your turn.
How far away is Lucius to me?
Lucius is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet from you.
I take a step towards his body and see if the portal is with me.
You take a step towards him, and in this room, the portals do follow you.
I walk to him and loot his body.
Sorry, the portals don't move. I'm gonna retcon that. The portals don't move.
That's fair. Can I loot him with a free object interaction? Or do I have to use my action?
You have to use your action to search someone.
Then I will loot the body beside me again. Sorry, Courteous.
Okay, where are you searching? The pouches are gone. Body or backpack?
The pouches are gone. The body. I'll grab the potion and the net.
Okay.
Or in the dark.
First of all, roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Sorry. So 10.
A 10. Okay, roll me a 1d4, please.
Ooh, only one that.
Yeah. So just one item off of the.
Is the potion still there, Courteous? On your body?
No, there wasn't one.
Okay, I'll grab the net then, and then I'll go through the portal.
Okay, you grab the net and you go through the portal. Tridex is gone. Shay.
Shay is going to. She wants out. She's gonna nod to the remaining 2 and go to the Fate's Hand Tabard.
Stepping through the portal, Ellison, is your turn.
I would be stupid not to be opportune about it. Lucius is 15 feet away?
Yes.
So I would be able to get to him and back to my portal in 30 feet of movement?
So your portal would take you... Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay. So then I will use my movement to move up to Lucius. I would like to loot him.
Okay, give me...
But I will also take his loot for sure.
a perception check, please, at disadvantage.
Okay. I want to loot the loot. I don't know, 9.
Okay, and a 1d4.
So does he have pouches, a backpack?
4.
Just 1 sec, yeah. So you can take 2 things. I'll ask you, Lucius. So there's body, backpack, any specific pouches on you, or just like listed on your character sheet, or just body and backpack?
Just body and backpack.
Okay, 2 things. So you grab the loot for 1. You get 1 more thing. Backpack or body?
Body.
Body.
Wait, can I grab the whole backpack?
Yeah, you could grab his backpack.
I'm just gonna grab the whole ass backpack.
Alright, you grab the backpack.
I'm also gonna say, I'm really sorry, but I've got to find my real dad now. And run back to my portal and jumpity jump.
And with that, the survivors all return to the Fate's Hand Tavern. Caleb, Shane, that was a brutal room and a brutal situation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but unless you guys can think of any reason within the rules of Crucible of Fate, and I'll give you a moment to think, then you have been eliminated from the competition, guys. I'm really sorry. Well played, but hey, someone had to go, and I didn't expect to, but that's the way the dice roll. But it's been awesome having you on the show. Awesome having you guys in the Discord. I hope this doesn't in any way dissuade you from the community or the show. And keep in mind, I still haven't announced this yet, but anyone who has fallen is going to have a chance at a comeback. We're going to do an elimination tournament. It's going to be just straight PvP. And the winners of those will earn a place back in episode 19, maybe even episode 18 as well, but certainly episode 19, there's going to be spaces for the fallen to come back. So you guys aren't 100% out, but it's going to be a tough crawl back if you're interested in continuing on.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool.
Good luck, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Crazy eights.
Crazy eights.
Okay, and
It's brutal, man. Tough room.
it was a very tough room. I'm sure that initial explosion shocked all of you. But
Yeah.
okay, then I will catch up with you two later. As you emerge from the portal back into the Fate's Hand Tavern, you are met by a gleaming Thermghoul. Welcome back, survivors. Well done. That was exhilarating. My heart is pounding, I assure you. What a great game. That Darian, huh? He really knows what he's doing. I
don't ever want to play with him again.
Well,
That was fantastic.
it really was.
Quite enjoyed that one.
The Eyes of Truth are very happy. I think a tremendous amount of soul coins was passed from hand to hand here today. And, for better or worse, we are finished. You have survived your episode for round 1, so I salute the 3 of you. Shay Falconsong, Tridex, and Ellison Helford. Hey, turn that frown upside down, Ellison. You did quite well. I was very proud of how ruthless you could be. You might make a fine general someday. You just have to let go of all your guilt and embrace the power within you. Sorry, I got a bit overwhelmed, Ellison. Anyway, is there anything that you would all like to say for yourselves?
I would like to address you, Thermaghoul. Could you communicate my thoughts to Shay once more?
Oh, yes. I mean, everything I say, I like to say it out loud and telepathically, but sure, I can help you out. We'll do it almost in real time.
Oh, fantastic.
Buffering.
Allison, if you don't know already, Shay and I have already soul bonded. I do feel like you would be a great addition to our team, such that I would like to offer soul binding with you. I don't know about Shay, but she has also told me she has a soft spot for children. I feel like with my brawn, Shay's healing, and your tricks, we could go far. What say you?
I think I'm done watching my friends die. If there's anything I can do to help you for now and keep helping each other, I think it's worth it. So, yeah.
All right. Then since we are already soul bound, all it takes is a fate sphere from you, and the 2 will become 3.
And Ellison, knowing, do we have an actual description of what fate spheres look like? Are they just ephemeral?
There's the animation every time we use them.
So you'll see Ellison pull from his little crown of flowers, one of the flowers, and pull out a little marble from within it, and effectively crush it. And as it crushes, it is the animation for the fate sphere.
Oh, our first soulbound trio. Congratulations. I hope that your bond serves you well moving into round 2 together as a team. Our first trio team. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you. It has begun. The teams are starting to form.
Allison, you've done great, really. You've been extremely brave. I don't think any child would have been able to do what you're doing.
I have something to share with you both. Not just any child. To which, his mantle of inspiration kind of takes form, and Ellison ages very rapidly. To something, still childlike, but around 13, 14. I'm here as a representative of the nature realm.
Okay, Tridex at this point just goes, "Pah!" slams his head against the wall and goes, "I knew it!"
And as the Fae allow it, I will follow my word and keep you both as safe as I can. But until then, this is who I am.
Very well, I'm happy there are now no more secrets. Or shall we say less secrets among us?
Yeah, less secrets. And then Ellison looks at his bag. I got some other stuff to share with you too.
Also, 2 Fae become 3.
Is there anything else you would like to say to one another? No?
Question. Before we go into round 2, would we eventually see each other again before then, or would we? No?
No.
Before going into round 2, Ellison will share the contents of both the backpack and his equipment, and I can send those to them since they aren't revealed to the audience yet.
Tridex will do the same with the wand and his other items. I also look at Thermagul and say, Thermagul, since we are the first 3 to soulbind, could we perhaps have some time just to get to know each other and strategize by chance?
You mean
maybe a short episode that could be featured for the audience?
The odds will be stacked against us, as they know coming in that we will be bonded.
Hold on just a sec. Out of character, so what are you guys actually asking for?
So I'm asking for time where, like, and it doesn't have to be in character. We could do it in character, but I'd like to like try and strategize with these guys so that we're not just coming out of being bound in the tavern, not really having a plan.
So this can be canon then. If when you're soulbound, while you're in stasis, you can communicate with one another.
Oh shit!
Yes.
And that way
Excellent.
you can do as much planning as you want before round 2, because I mean you're going to do it anyway. So this just canonically allows you to plan.
That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
So the soul binding allows you to communicate while you're in stasis.
Excellent. Is there anything else the two of you would like to ask them?
I don't think so.
Just a word of warning, Thermgul.
Oh?
Not everyone takes care of their toys as much as Darian has.
What do you mean, Shay?
Gods have a funny way of seeing their followers. And you should be wary of yours.
There is wisdom in your words, for sure. I am a meticulous planner, but I appreciate your concern. Very well. That was great. I really enjoyed myself this evening. I salute you. Very well done. Very ruthless. This is the kind of thing I'm looking for in the Crucible of Fate. All this helping one another. See where it got them? Nowhere. Now look at the three of you. Undisputed victors and soulbound with strategy to come. Well done, the three of you. Well done. And with that, folks, that is the end of episode 8.2. There won't be an 8.3 since 2 people died already. So we'll see you next time in episode 9. Wow, I can't believe we're there already. All right, take care, folks. We'll see you next time. Thanks.
Bye.